Hey, Patriots of Lars, Terry Anderson. I am here with Sarah. We are sitting outside at, what's the name of this place
This is
again?
for the Den.
The
in
Den
Lavernia.
in Lavernia. We just got done going to a parade in Floresville with Rio Grand Conservatives, and Sarah is a member of the
Yes.
Rio Grand Conservatives.
I
And
have a title. I'm like the event coordinator.
oh, cool. And I had not met Sarah before, and so when I came down here this time, she was here today, and we got to talking, and Sarah had a story that really spoke to me, and I wanted her to share this with you, just, some of her life experience that she's had down here. So Sarah, you grew up in the valley.
I'm a border town girl. My
Okay.
father was a border patrolman and a custom border protection. He worked at the bridge. So I've always lived on the border. And so the experiences that I was sharing with you did take place in Laredo, Texas. I attended college my first year after I graduated, and I was living on campus, attending LC at the time, or it was LCC at the time, and I would get home late from working out, and I got off my car, I was wearing gym clothes, had a backpack, and all of a sudden 2 men just run past me, and they're running and running, and then I tend to freeze when I'm nervous or scared, and then all of a sudden border patrolmen came, and they managed to catch one of them.
Right.
And I froze. It's a very terrifying experience. For one, I mean, that situation could have gone worse.
Right.
But it was just a real awakening moment, very jarring moment. I know that we've always had a border crisis for a very long time. It didn't just happen right now.
Right.
Since the Clinton era. I mean, I want to say he even called it crisis. But regardless, they could have used me for leverage. They could have injured me while they're running. It's like when somebody's drowning, they'll pull you down.
Sure.
Because they're afraid. They're terrified, and rightfully so.
Or wanted to get into your house to hide or something like.
In my dorm,
Right.
yeah. So every time I would come home, I didn't want to get out of my car. It took a while.
After that?
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, somebody could
Like
be waiting.
PTSD,
Maybe they noticed that I live here alone. Like the bushes, like my dorm, like literally abutted up to the riverbank.
Right.
And so we didn't have like this huge we didn't have wire fencing or anything like that. So it just made me think, and I had to be more cautious. I started working out earlier in the day, and I could change my schedule. But the idea of having to make those kinds of adjustments, because the possibility of danger, it's just not very pleasant. And I want to be able to go work out when I want. It's very hot in Laredo.
And so you were about how old when this happened?
18.
So you're 18 years old. You're a young woman. You're by yourself. You have 2 illegal aliens running up through there. You don't know that the Border Patrol is chasing them.
I didn't even know that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you could have been, abducted. You could have been hurt.
Absolutely.
You could have been. There's all kinds of terrible things that could have happened. So, and this is right here in our country, guys. This is in Laredo, Texas, right on the border. This is part of Texas. You guys, we got to stop thinking that the border is some different freaking country. It's not. This is part of our country. So, when I was talking to Sarah, she mentioned this, and I'm like, the point I'm trying to get at is that you have lived with that. Up until that time, you lived with that, and that you were kind of immune to the things that were going. You never maybe really saw it, but you've seen the Border Patrol driving up and down. You've seen the helicopters, the airboats. But then when this happened, it was like wake up or a slap in the face. Hey, this is really going on.
We can get so immune to things, and I have to say, this happens a lot.
Right.
And I have friends and family that are like, yeah, they were just running through the backyard. And,
right, just saw it yesterday.
And they're immune to it. But me, I was a young girl, and I was vulnerable. And again, that situation could have gone really bad. And it wasn't the last time that it happened. I was telling you that I went to McDonald's, and another McDonald's that also is right on the riverbank.
Right.
And my
son.
This
was the other time, right?
Yeah, my son and I were in the play area. He was playing, and all of a sudden, once again, these illegal immigrants, they're human beings, but I mean,
we have to call them what they are.
They're coming in illegally.
Right.
There is a right way to come into the country. I'm dating somebody who is waiting in line to get into the country, and
awesome.
spending a lot of money and doing things the right way, and so was all his family investing into the economy. So I think it's also not fair, and when people skip line.
Right.
But anyways,
that's exactly right. That's a whole other topic.
These individuals were running through the play area. My son just so happened to be coming to get a drink, and they ran through there. Their eyes, they weren't looking at little kids. They were just trying to escape the Border Patrol, running through there. And again, I froze. And I just think to myself, what if my son was in there? Because they did topple over some kids, and everybody in the play area kind of just froze.
Right.
I didn't know what to do, but it was such a wake-up call, and for many reasons, not just for my safety and for the situation with my boyfriend, but also just because of the humanitarian crisis. These people are
It's a whole nother
that's
thing
a
too,
whole other topic. Like it's an issue that can't be ignored anymore.
Right. Right.
It just can't.
Yeah, then that's a big topic, and we'll talk more again about this. I just really wanted to talk with you today. We hadn't had a chance to meet about this before, and I'm going to put this on our YouTube channel, you guys, and then we'll go ahead and put a link on the Facebook channel. But Sarah is a member with Rio Grand Conservitives, which you know where my heart is with you guys, Rio Grand Conservatives.
Yes.
And so I had not met her before, and she's their event coordinator. Just met her today. We went to this thing, and we are coming back down here again. You guys, if you would like to meet Sarah and the Rio Grand Conservatives, come with us July 9th, 10th, and 11th. And we on the 10th, we're meeting Latinos for Trump and RGC and Sandra Witten and Pastor Tovar. And we're going to have an awesome time, you guys.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to shine a light on what's going on down here at the border, because it's not what we see on TV or what mainstream media shows us. It's not this lighthearted thing, and even if they show it as this huge humanitarian issue, it doesn't reflect how it affects the lives of our people down here.
We can't help everyone, and there's a right way to do things. So if any of these things that we discussed matters to you, now is the time to take action. I'm a full-time student. I have several jobs. I have a son. I have homework, but we woke up at 6 in the morning, and thank you so much for driving all the way down here. You're fueling our tanks because we need it.
So, yeah.
It's nice to be acknowledged down here in the border, and so that we don't feel like we're at the bottom and that we're not recognized. The fight is with everybody.
Right. That was the point I was trying to make. Is you guys, we sit here, and so I don't know when the phrase came up in Obama era, disenfranchised people. When I came to Laredo, I saw disenfranchised people. I feel like the border towns are disenfranchised.
Kind of neglected, yeah.
That's what disenfranchised is, right? So you guys live with things that the rest of the country would not put up with for a minute.
Correct. Absolutely.
If this shit was going on, excuse my language, but if this shit was going on in DFW, if this shit was going on in Washington, D.C.
Absolutely not.
Nobody would put up with this.
Especially the McDonald's scene.
Right.
With their son. I mean, it would be outcry.
Right. And that's why we want to continue to shine a light on what's happening down here. So, and it is. And it's an important topic, and we want to talk more about it. We just set up our Zoom thing, so we'll probably maybe reach out to you again and do another interview that way. But thank you for your time, and we're looking forward to working together with you again. And you guys be strong and be bold, Patriots at large. We love you, okay? Bye.
Bye.